All right, we are live. I think we are 2 seconds in. So happy Wednesday, guys. We are back with another week. Can't tell you what week it is. They're all looking pretty. They're all, I don't know, we're like 2.5 months in, 3 months, 2.5. And speaking of no sleep, I'm not sure if the man is getting sleep or not, but we have Yuri from iSpeedToLead on here, and he is a brand new father. So congrats to Yuri. Had his baby, I think, a week from last Wednesday.
Exactly on Wednesday, so that's why I missed it. So whoever missed me, guys, I'm back. So we'll have more leads to call. But thank you for congratulations. That's my third child, so nothing new so far. So
are we done? Are you going for 5? You going for 4? What are we doing? Are we done?
We'll see. It will probably depend on how many women I'll have in my life. So that's that's a whole different story.
You gotta come get the American woman.
Oh, so good.
Just kidding.
All right.
Whoever is watching us, guys, we are with Creative 4. It's another week, another round. I know we didn't post, I think, previous week. I mean, because I missed it, but we are bringing Justin, Shaun, Ashley, and Andrew to make some calls and to show you guys the creative ways of closing deals. Because especially right now when it's a little bit harder to close deals, it's especially important to use every exit strategy available and finding ways to finding common ground to close the deals. And this is where the Creative 4 team is really great in doing that. And yeah, guys, thank you for your consistency with that as well. And looking forward to make some dials with you.
Yeah, for sure. And thank you for being consistent. No, that's the name of this game. And it's consistency and showing up time and time again. We all get hit up, we get beat up, we get knocked in the face, punched in the face, and then we get some wins, and then we get punched in the face again. We'll keep coming back. So that's the way real estate typically is, and we love every minute of it. So, and like doing it with iSpeedToLead. So,
yep. And whoever is guys watching us on Justin's channel or any other place, if you are still not registered, make sure you register, grab the Creative 4 code, get some entrance bonus, but registration is completely free. No one is asking you for any card, start trial, any bullcrap like that. You just register and you will see the marketplace of, I think we have over 5,000 leads right now of motivated sellers, of people that share like, hey, I would like to sell my house. They are not listed. And you can take advantage of those. And even if you didn't see what you like, you guys, you can just create a notification and you'll be notified when the lead comes in. So grab the code, Creative 4, register, and check it out. So
absolutely. And we're going to get the links all ready to go for everybody. So, and I would say, Andrew, can you bring up that link page? I'm going to get it going too. I just reset my whole computer, so I'm getting all the links and all the browsers back up. But Yuri, thank you so much. And yeah, guys, we are no obligation. And I actually just texted something. We just had one in New England come in. It was an exclusive. I got a text message, and I've been doing this with the team. I get the text message. I'm running. I'm in the truck. I'm on these projects or buying houses, doing whatever. And I just screenshot it and I sent to the team because iSpeedToLead texted me and said, "Hey, this is an exclusive in your buy box." And guys, if anyone who's out there in creative or anyone who's a buyer or doing deals, we have something that's called buy boxes. I'm looking for, hey, New England and North Carolina or something, right? Any of those come in, boom, the team pounces on them and we end up buying them. They're exclusives, guys. That's not the only thing that you can get, but I know that's something that we're just constantly doing. And I know others that are doing it too, and it's catching on. So let's continue on and let's get some deals. All right, team, guys, Shaun, Ashley, Andrew, say what's up. Let's any updates, everyone? anything we want to share? Take the floor. Okay.
Yeah, we got a lot of good things happening right now. And we just got a nice multifamily in Mass. Just closed Tobyhanna. I think we have 4 or 5 that are, just around the corner to getting the contracts. So things are going well right now.
Good. All right. I got the link page up right here. So, all right, let's Shaun, Ashley, Andrew, we want to start ripping.
Yep.
Yeah. I got one.
Yeah,
queued
Shaun,
up.
you want to go first?
Yeah, I got one queued up. This is a follow up from last week, but it's a good one.
The follow-ups, that's also super pivotal to hear because guys, as everyone knows, and anyone who's calling or not calling, it's not a one and call done. Those are lay downs. We get them, but you got to follow up. So that's good to hear. It's fruitful.
Yeah, I'll get ripping on it.
All right. And I'm going to get some links in the side chat.
Hello.
Hey, Claude and Sean, how are you, brother?
Hey, Shaun, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Yeah, sorry about that earlier. I had to run out and go get some documents notarized, like spur of the moment type thing. So I felt bad, but I'm glad I caught you now. Is Keitha there too with you?
She's probably downstairs. I'm upstairs right now.
All right. Well, me and you can chat, and if you feel like you need to bring her on, then we'll bring her on. All right.
Or the next time we talk, we can bring her in.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So I think what we kind of left off on was the lender was giving you some grief. You guys had said, I don't remember, catch me up. Did you say you were looking to sell or are you trying to stay in the home?
Well, actually, yeah, we had filed bankruptcy.
Oh, you had filed bankruptcy. Okay.
Yeah, and during the time, we had some slow months in business,
Mm-hmm.
and money just wasn't coming in, and they dismissed it.
Okay. So they dismissed the bankruptcy.
Yeah, that's where we are right now.
Okay.
Which means that the next step probably what they might want to do, they probably might want to give it a sheriff's sale or something like that.
Yep, they probably have a sheriff's sale or foreclosure sale. You haven't gotten any notices in the mail or anything about when that date is?
No, we haven't gotten it yet.
Okay. And so are you guys trying to stay in the house or are you looking to sell?
Well, I mean, I'd like to stay in the house if I can.
Okay, cool. So what I'll do now is I'll run you through kind of like the 5 main ways that we can get auctions, stopped, and just kind of like realistically the 5 options that you do have. So the first one is going to be reinstatement. Do you know about how far behind you are?
It's pretty far. It's pretty far behind, man. It's pretty far. It's pretty far behind.
Okay. Do you have a rough number off the top of your head?
Probably about. I'm just trying to think. I mean, over the years, because we've been making payments, because not the first time we filed bankruptcy, but we made payments and then we just keep hitting hard times, man. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I know it's less than 100 grand. I can tell you that. It's
Okay.
Way less than that.
Okay, so it's less than 100K. Are we thinking, are we around like the 50 range, the 20 range? Where are we at?
It's probably around 60, somewhere around about there.
Okay.
Maybe a little more, because I don't have the figures in front of me or anything.
Yeah, no, that's okay. I'm just looking to get a rough ballpark. Okay, so like I said, that first option is reinstatement. So you think you're about 60 grand behind. Is that an amount of money you think you're gonna run into anytime soon?
Not today, I can tell you that.
Okay. Is it something that you could maybe borrow from like a friend, family, brother, uncle, something?
Hell, that's totally out of it. They're coming to me.
Yeah. All right. So
More like they're trying to come to me because everybody, families that seem to think that I'm the one that makes the money.
okay. Okay.
People always seem to think away because they figured, we have a good job or whatever it is, we're self-employed, but they don't see things on the outside. They don't seem to understand.
Yeah. Yeah. They don't understand the inner workings
No,
of
they don't.
a business and how there's the ups and downs. It's not always sunshine and daisies.
No, never. But I'll tell you one thing though. I'll find a way to hold on to it though. I definitely will.
All right.
Because, like I say, things are looking up now.
Okay.
It's looking up now, so that changes the equation. Let's put it this way: I'll do whatever I have to do.
Okay. I respect that. So as of right now, it's pretty safe to say that reinstatement is not an option if it's not an amount of money you're going to run into anytime soon or something that you can borrow. So option number 2 is a loan modification. Has anybody talked to you about that yet?
No, they didn't know.
Okay. So pretty much a loan modification is where you can, it's some paperwork that you got to file with the bank. But what they'll do is sometimes they'll take those arrears, the amount that you're behind, and they will wrap that into the back end of the mortgage. And they'll stop the sale that way. So I would definitely reach out to your lender and speak to them about that. Ask for that paperwork, get it filled out, get it submitted to them. It might be a little bit challenging because you have had that bankruptcy before, but it's definitely an option to consider. The third option is, obviously you're well aware of it at this point, is Chapter 13. So that's typically, it's usually my least favorite option, for people. It's something that, it's kind of like a Hail Mary situation, but you've already been involved in that, so you kind of know all about that. Fourth option is going to be cash sale. You could sell for cash to anybody that you want to. And then the fifth option is going to be something called subject to. And that's just a fancy way of saying that I would come in, reinstate the mortgage, and take ownership of the property. And we could, if it's fruitful for the both of us, we could try and figure out a solution to keep you in there. So based on where those kind of options there, is there one that you're kind of leaning towards or makes the most sense?
Well, I understand everything you just said.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, are they willing, to talk? That's the thing. I mean, they probably would talk to you anyway, but.
Yeah, I mean, I could jump on the phone with the bank with you. All I'm going to need is a verbal third-party authorization from you so that they'll actually speak to me. And then we could figure out, when the foreclosure sale date is scheduled for, we could get those, that reinstatement amount, total mortgage payoff, all that good stuff. So, I mean, we're working one right now where, the seller has an auction date in, God, it's 2-3 weeks away now. And we're going to probably take it over subject to that fifth option that we talked about. We're going to keep them in the property for a little bit so they have some time to find a new place. And then what we're going to do is we're going to partner with them on the back end. We're going to come in, do the renovation on the property just to, spruce it up a little bit, try and get top dollar for it, sell it. And then we figure out equity splits on the back end. So there are options. Staying in the home, your options may be limited there if you can't reinstate. But regardless, I just want to make sure first and foremost that I'm here as a resource for you guys so that the property does not go to auction and we can have some time to figure out, what really is the best solution here for you.
Yeah, because the bank takes it, the bank, they could take it, and even if they take it and sell it for little or nothing, they're going to turn around and write it off anyway. Yeah.
I mean, the bank, the sad thing is the banks don't care about you. They just care about getting their money. So, I mean, they'll work with you to an extent, but realistically, at the end of the day, whether if you get it reinstated, great. They have another performing loan on their books, and if you don't get it reinstated, they're just going to sell that thing off because they don't care.
Yeah, the banks don't care. And, I've been working with these guys for, over 25 years. I do clean out. I do all kinds of stuff for the banks, man. People late on the mortgage, I'll go there and question them, fill out forms and that kind of stuff. So I know how these guys operate, man. They don't, these guys don't care, man. Yeah.
Yeah, the banks don't care. So you say you've been doing this for 25 years, or have you been buying real estate for 25 years?
No, but just when I started working with you, I used to work for a company, and usually when people are behind on the mortgage, they would send us to their house, and sometimes they let us take pictures, and then we would have them fill out a form, tell us why they're late. But these are like people that's like maybe 3 months, 4 months behind or something like that,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then they have certain things they call cash for keys and stuff like that. I don't know as much as you, but I know how these guys operate. I mean, you're on the deep end side of this stuff. You know a lot more than I do.
Yeah, it's something we've had to learn over time. Dealing with the banks is never fun at first, but the more reps you get in with it, the easier it becomes. So, I mean, realistically, right now, have you kind of had the conversation with your wife yet on if you can't reinstate, like what you guys are thinking in terms of, because if you can't reinstate and God forbid you can't stay in the home, right? Like you either gotta sell in some way, shape, or form to avoid this auction.
Yeah. Well, God, I really would like to stand. I really would like to stay in the home.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a matter, if the banks, if they're willing to work with you and whatever the mortgage is, whatever they put in the rears, if they put it in rears, then I'm pretty sure that would be almost the same like when you file bankruptcy. The trustees, you have to pay them a separate check for whatever you fell behind on. So that's like you're paying 2 mortgages, which is what I was doing, or like you said, if they put it in the rear, then you just got to pay them back a big mortgage. I don't know if they stretch out their life, the loan is something, whatever. Really, I'm not sure how they would do it.
Yeah.
That's your department. Like I said, you know more about these things than I do. I guess you'd have to touch base with them, and and see where we stand, and see where we go from there. Because if they push my back against the wall, then like I said, then I do what I got to do.
Yeah. Okay. Well, why don't we do that? Why don't we set up a time where me and you can hop on the line together? We'll call your bank. We'll figure out where we're at with everything, and then based on the information that they give us, we can talk to them about the loan modification, see if it's an option for you. We can talk to them about what the actual figures are for how far behind you are and what the total payoff on the mortgage is. And if let's say if God forbid you can't stay in the home, right? They don't approve the loan mod or something like that, then we can work something out where you get maybe the right option for you is cash sale, where you just get a good chunk of money and you can roll that into another property. Maybe the best option is subject to. I don't know yet because we haven't had that conversation.
As a matter of fact, I'm supposed to be getting a payoff from them this Friday.
Okay.
I told her how much it is because I ran into some problems with some taxes, which they claim that I hold the money, but I have an attorney, that's taking care of that anyway. That's so we won't even talk about that. We're taking care of that. That's been taken care of already.
Okay.
I'm smart enough to hire an attorney, and they're working on that right now. So that's pretty much, I'm not worried about that right now.
Okay.
Because we're taking care of that.
All right. So yeah. So let's do this. If you're gonna get the reinstatement amount Friday. We could always
I'm gonna
hop.
get that for Friday.
Yeah,
That's
we.
what we'll do today because I wanted to have that before you and I even talk anyway.
Okay. Okay.
Because I suspect you was gonna need all that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Well, all right. So let's do this. Let's set up a time for. I know you're working. You're busy. Let's see if we can set up a time on Friday or something where me and you can call the bank together, have that conversation with them, and figure out, what how far behind you are, what that payoff looks like and everything like that. I mean, do you have a rough idea, kind of just based on mortgage statements that you've gotten, like what the total payoff would be? It doesn't have to be exact. I'm just looking for rough figures at this point.
well, when you talk about paying off a house, I mean, they could say, well, then you hold them 400 grand on it, but then that's if you take the whole life of the loan. If you're paying it off, then obviously, then a lot of that stuff, is going to be chopped off.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm saying maybe, God, man, maybe a little over three.
Okay.
I say a little over three. My estimate.
Okay. Have you ever like refinanced with the bank on this property?
No.
Okay. And you bought it. When did you buy this place?
I built it.
Oh, okay. So you built it?
Yeah, I built it in 1999. Yeah, we moved in there. I believe it was May of 1999. We built it.
Okay. So, all right. So you owe around 300 probably. And what do you think it's probably worth right now?
I think it's a little over three.
Okay.
Over three because some houses that they have around here that's not even as big as mine, not even as nice as mine, and they get over three for it.
Okay. All right. Well, that's good because I mean, another like offshoot of the options is like short sale if a loan is more than the value of the property, but we don't have to go down that rabbit hole quite yet. But yeah, so let's Friday, what's your schedule looking like? When can we get on the line with the bank?
Friday. I would say we can. We can talk to them. Say around about 2:00.
All right, Friday 2:00.
Yeah, because guys said to call back Friday, so hopefully you'll have that information for me by then because it said a couple of days. So what I can do, I can call them late Friday morning, and then I turn around and call you.
All right, perfect. Yeah, let's do that. This is my personal cell, so if I don't reach on the business line, you can always reach me. You can always reach me on this.
Okay, hold on. All right. Okay, go ahead, Shaun.
4667.
Yeah, that's what I have.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so that's my cell. You can hit me on that at any time. But yeah, let's plan for Friday around 2 p.m. All right.
Yeah, what I'll do as soon as I get off the phone with them Friday morning, I turn around and give you a call. And then we can set up a time. If you can't talk right then we can set up a time to talk maybe 2 hours later or whatever. Because I don't know what you might have planned either.
Yep. Okay.
But I would touch base or I'd send you a text or something.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, shoot me a text in the morning and we'll figure out when we can get on the line and call them together.
Right. Yeah, shoot your text and and we move forward from there.
Yeah, we'll take it one step at a time, man.
I think there's a way we can stay. I think there's a way we can stay in it, man. I think so.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you build a house, man, and you got your grandkids living with you, and this and that, it's kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of like a landmark, man. It's kind of hard to walk away from it, especially when you feel like you got your whole life tied up in it,
Yeah.
It's even though you'd like to move on to bigger and better things, because I'm en route to making a whole lot more now anyway.
Yeah, but you gotta be able to. I know it's tough when you feel like when you feel like your whole life's tied up in there, but you also got to look at it through some different lenses sometimes. I mean, we had one guy that waited till literally the last second, and there was absolutely nothing we could do about it, and he lost everything because he wasn't able to just kind of see the picture in front of him. So I don't want that to happen here. So, regardless, we're gonna try and work it out one way or another. But let's just take it one step at a time. We'll take it as it comes. We'll see what the bank says, and then me and you will game plan from there.
Right. Well, like I say, my options is wide open. I'm not cemented, with a one-track mind. I'm open for different things.
Okay, cool.
It's good that I'm talking to you because, you and I, we can figure something out.
Yeah.
If they don't want to play ball, I don't see why they wouldn't, but you never know the way people think. You never know. But we'll see what happens. One way or another, you're not going to work on this. You're not going to work on this.
Yes.
You're going to work on this.
Absolutely. We're gonna figure out a solution. And maybe on Friday after we get off the phone with the bank, we bring Keitha on. We get her opinion on everything. We see what she's feeling about this, and we all work together to find a solution.
Yeah, well, like I said, if I can come up with some cash or whatever to move, I would, because it's not like I really want to. Well, Shaun, where are you right now?
I'm based out of New Hampshire.
New Hampshire?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. So you're on the East Coast just like us.
Yeah, same time zone.
Yeah. You ever been to the Poconos?
I have not, but one of my business partners owns a couple properties there. We got another business partner that's not too far away in Jersey. We got boots on the ground in that area. We're familiar with the area. We actually just bought a deal there last week.
Mm-hmm.
We're very familiar with the area.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, because I'm getting some good vibes talking to you, man. I feel comfortable. And that's the key thing. If I didn't, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now anyway. Yeah. But I'm getting some good vibes from you, really. So, that's a plus on my side right there.
Yeah, definitely, dude. I think there's way too many people out here that are just trying to come in and shove a cash offer down your throat and won't even talk to you about all the options that you do have.
I know. I see some of them that, because they can get all this information from the courts anyway.
Yeah.
And a lot of them that send you email, they try to call you, and lucky for me, like I said, I've been in the business a long time, so I pretty much, have good handling things. But like I said, I don't know as much as you, but
that's all right. That's why you got me in your corner, bro.
Yeah, I'm pretty much, because sometimes the lawyers don't even know as much as you guys anyway.
Dude, honestly, it amazes me how much lawyers don't know.
No, they don't know these things, man. They don't. But this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna call him Friday morning because, like I said, I just got off the phone, with them today, and the guy said that he has to get that information from their legal department, and he said that would take a couple of days. So what I'll do as soon as as soon as I find out, then I'll give you a call at the same number or I'll shoot you a text, and we go from there. If you want to talk right then we can talk. But my wife will be here, So right now everything is set. So the next time I speak to you, would be Friday morning, late Friday morning.
All right, that sounds like a good game plan to me, Claude.
All right, Shaun, thanks for returning my call, man. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Talk Friday, brother. See ya.
Yeah, we'll talk. All right. Try to get some rest myself, man.
Yeah, me too. All right. See you, brother. Bye. All right. Cool.
Great call.
A lot of land, so as far as building on it, that's not a problem either. So it's not like I actually need the money. I'm not stuck.
Got it. Well, that's always good. Sounded like you're planned ahead. So you got the plot of land already. You're planning on building. You just haven't started yet, or have you started the build?
That's all. No, I haven't started to build yet. The missus and I are still going through some I want this and I want that.
Oh, sounds like a losing battle for you.
Pretty much.
I get it. I get it. All right. So what does the missus want right now?
She wants 3 bedrooms. I want 4. And a basement.
Ooh. So you want the man cave and 4 bedrooms. All right.
Correct.
Nice. All right. So is she giving you the man cave if you do 3 bedrooms or what?
That would be correct.
All right, that's good. All right, very cool, man. So I know you said you'd sell for the right price. You got a number you were thinking?
110. They got it appraised for 135, if I'm not mistaken, was what I got a few months back.
So you said it was appraised for 130 a few months back?
Yeah, correct.
Okay, and you're looking for 110?
Correct.
All right. What can you tell me about the condition of the house just so I can understand, maybe where my offer would be and, try to get as close to that 110 as I can?
Okay, so let me put it like this. Brand new AC. It's 7 years old. Roof is 5 years old. Brand new chain link fence. Let's see. There are 2 additional units on the property. One 10 by 20 and one 12 by 20 and one 10 by 16, both fully electric. There's an additional unit that I have. It's 10 by 10. It's 4 bedroom, 2 bath. Again, the drive port has been converted into basically a main man cave, so it's closed in.
Okay,
Windows
got it.
and all, doors.
All right, so it sounds like it's in good condition overall on the inside.
Overall condition inside is good.
Nice.
The very back end of the fence is the only thing that isn't quote unquote good, but that's about a $600 fix.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is that just you talking about the backyard?
Right.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, that's not. I wouldn't be too worried about that. And can you just confirm again for me real quick the square footage?
It's a little over 2,100 square feet.
All right, it's good size. So, where did you get 110? If you don't mind me asking, have you spoke with like agents or anybody that help comp it for you? Or?
Actually, one of the agents told me that if I put out 110, I'm probably going to end up getting maybe 120 to maybe 125.
So they're hoping for a bidding war.
Pretty much.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing. Let me go to 90 days. I'm just trying to look at some other sold comps in the area in the last 90 days, so 3 months. See 119, 150. Yeah, so I'm looking over at Buckingham Drive. I don't think it's updated, but it's pretty clean. Sold for 119.
You got 4348 Rainbow Road pending.
So you're probably not far off, in the evaluation. So I want to obviously want to give you a little bit about me here and some context behind maybe my offer. I am an investor, so I'm looking for properties that I can either do a fix and flip or I can hold as a rental. Sounds to me like, based on your price, that this may be a rental opportunity. Do you know how the
Well, I
rent?
can tell you just on this block alone, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 rentals, and the one that's going for the most is like 1,200. And my understanding from some people from the Air Force to deal with this, they're saying I'd probably get 15 to 17 a month if I decide to go ahead and do the rental.
All right. So if you, you're
Potential is there.
got it. So you said earlier that you didn't really need the money to go do your next project. Why don't you just rent it out?
That's still something in my mind. However, I just don't. The thing that I really don't care for is the possibility of somebody just demolishing the house. You never know who you're really going to get, even when you use a rental agency.
No, absolutely. Yeah, people are. It's
something else.
They are, especially in a down economy. Somebody could pass with flying colors on a intake exam, but they lose their job. They something happens with their marriage. It can spiral out of control pretty quickly. So I totally understand that. I take that risk every single day. Doing
You're
what we do.
welcome to it.
Yeah. So it's definitely, you got to want it. You got to want it. There's no doubt about it. So I hear that. All right, man. Well, I want to make you an offer. I don't know if a cash offer is going to work for you. I can tell you what my cash offer would be. But I also don't want to offend you. So if you wouldn't take a discount, I just want to go ahead and bypass that offer. In good faith of being an honest man with you.
Right.
So would you?
I don't see much of a discount on that.
Yeah. No, I get it. You don't. You're not. There's buyers that we come across that have a need to move quickly or a need for money immediately, and it does not sound like you fit either one of those. Fit that party. So, the only other way that I, really can make an offer on this house would be possibly making payments over time, and actually offering you full value, maybe even over the 110, right?
Right.
We can talk about going to maybe that 120, that 125 mark, just like, that agent had told you, right?
Correct.
And coming in with a down payment for you. And then, we make the rest of the equity payment over time. That way you're getting full price for the house. We're not paying any agents. You're collecting on that house full time. Now you go to the next house, you do the build, you're collecting monthly, right? And just helping to pay those expenses down, as we go monthly. So that would be an offer that I could make to you that would pay you definitely more money. But obviously that would be something, you'd have to consider and let me know your interest on.
I'm really not interested on that either.
Any reason in particular?
Yeah. When I leave, I want to leave with nothing to look at. No loose ends, completely done.
So why don't you just list it on the market then? I think wouldn't that be your best bet?
That's probably what's coming up next anyway.
All right, so let me just. I mean, are you familiar with? Have you done any other like on markets? You've been living in this house for a while, or I just want to make sure that we're on the same page of, or at least you understand. Which a lot of times when I'm talking with other buyers, agents don't always say this is like, oh yeah, we're going to get full price for your house, 110, 115. But then, they don't tell you about the closing costs and they don't tell you that you're paying 6% in commissions, at 110,000.
I'm very familiar with that.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
at 110, you're walking away with, maybe $100,000. Net. So if that's fine to you, that's probably your best bet. I could come in and make an offer to you. The cash too, you can be done with this quickly. Not paying any agents. We can close in 30 days. I can close in 90 days. So that's the other option, but
I'll put it like this: if you come in with 100,000 all cash, it's a done deal.
100,000 cash, it's a done deal.
Yep.
What time frame?
I'll give you the best 90 days.
Okay. Could we do anything sooner than that? I don't want to force you out, but a lot can happen in 90 days, especially with what we got coming up here in a couple weeks, 2 weeks, not even 2 weeks.
Well, in 2 weeks, I couldn't even get myself an apartment to live in.
No. Yeah, I know I'm not asking you to move out in 2 weeks, but let me ask you: is there any debt on the house?
No, as far as
There's no mortgage you're paying off.
It's left. That's the only thing I have left to do is just finish paying the mortgage out.
How much is that?
I believe that's 56.
Oh, okay. So you're not even net. You're not net $100,000. You're really only net. I mean, you're gonna end up netting maybe 50, 40, yeah.
40, 50, yeah, somewhere around in there.
Okay. So the only thing that I didn't offer, because we hadn't talked about your debt, would be similar to seller finance. It's what we call subject to, where basically I could come in and make payments against your mortgage, pay you your equity. You would be free and clear of the house, right? No responsibilities. I would make payments on your mortgage. I could probably get you a higher net cash to you. If we were able to take over those payments.
I tell you what, if you can give me about 5 days to talk to my wife about it, if she is agreeable with that, then I think we might have a deal.
Okay. Can I ask you a question? You know your wife better than anybody. Anything that you can think right off the jump that she would have an objection with that I could help explain to you now so that you explain it to her in a way that she may be more receptive?
I don't think so.
All right. So here's just so when
she's one of those who's going to either agree or disagree. Period. That's her.
Okay. So
she doesn't care about all the other this, that, and the other and in between stuff. She's either liking the deal or she's not.
All right, so I have to present you with enough terms and information to have that conversation, or is that a conversation I can have with you and your wife at the same time? Because I feel like if she heard it from
You have
me,
my email. You get my email address.
let me check real quick. Why don't you just give it to me just to be? No, I don't see it here. What's your email?
Okay, it's LALover40 at yahoo.com.
Okay, cool. Just so you know, the easiest way to kind of describe this, because I think we could really have a deal if you know you're able to help. You know, I would say persuade your wife a bit. Would be because think of somebody who like has a car loan, right? And they want to go sell their car, and this is maybe an extreme example, but they are, you know, underwater on their car, right? And you know they owe $10,000 and the car's worth $8,000, right? So instead of just going and paying money and getting rid of they're getting rid of the car and paying to sell the car, they just go and give over their payments to somebody else, right? So now that somebody else is covering their payments, but then they can also ask for a couple extra, maybe an extra $100 a month, right? So now somebody's covering that payment for them while still making money. And so that would be a very similar situation to this, right?
No, I understand that
okay.
perfectly.
Okay, cool. All right, perfect. Any other questions that you have for me that I can help answer for you right now?
No, there are none.
All right. When would you like me to give you a call back?
See, today is Wednesday. If you can give me a call back on Tuesday.
All righty. Is anything you got something big going on Wednesday to Tuesday? I know it's kind of a long time gap, and then the only reason I ask is, to be honest, a lot of times when somebody tells me to call back on Tuesday, I don't end up ever hearing from them again because 5 days, 6 days is a lot of time. So,
Oh, my wife works at night, and I do not work at all.
okay, got it.
I do have certain appointments I got to cover.
Okay, got it. No problem. So your wife's working at night, so she's on night shift. I guess till next week.
She's not off until Saturday, so that'll give me the weekend to talk to her and at least try and focus on
Yeah.
Everything. So Monday I am going to be in a what do you call it? An outpatient surgery.
Oh, all right.
So,
What do you got going on? Everything okay?
yeah, I got a problem with my back, and they're going to see if they can't help do a little something for it to help ease the pain. And so after I take that little shot, I'm no good for negotiations whatsoever.
Oh yeah, you be feeling good.
Oh, exactly.
All right, cool. I don't know if you ever seen that movie back in the day where he said, "Doctor said I need a backiotomy." That's what I just thought of when you said that. All right, brother. Well, listen, I'll give you a call back. Good luck with the back on Monday or Sunday or Monday. Is your wife in the healthcare business?
No.
What is she doing working at night?
She works at Koch, chicken joint.
Oh,
Or
okay.
shall I say a supplier?
Yeah.
It's one of the big suppliers.
Got it. Good deal. All right, bro. I really appreciate you taking my call. I'm going to send you an email with a lot more of this information and what the offer looks like. was taking over the mortgage, and then you can use that information, present it to your wife, and we'll talk on Tuesday.
Okay.
All right, brother.
Sounds good.
Thank you. Have a nice night.
You too now.
Boy,
Nice. So,
anyone know that reference?
well, yeah, it's not a movie. It's oh wait, it's Half Baked. But you're asking an old Southern man if he knows Half Baked.
Have you ever say I couldn't in my heart I couldn't say, hey, you ever watch Half Baked?
Yeah, that's how you need to back out of me. That's Dave Chappelle. Shout out.
Hey,
Yeah,
you
so-
guys.
Yo,
Yeah.
I called Snellville, and that's a no-go. The guy wants 600,000, and I tried to push different things. I have a list of things I tried to push. I gave him like 3 different options. He's like, no, I just need to sell outright. I even
What's the
offered to
retail
find an
value?
agent.
is it
But
retail?
he said I sent him my business card, and he will call us back if he decides to take a cash offer.
So
So I
what's,
did give him a cash offer, and
Oh,
he
let me
didn't
look
really
it up.
care for that. But
I see Missouri, McKeansport, Pennsylvania. So Brandon, I'm gonna look that one up. Did anyone talk to the Bridgeport people?
I called but got voicemail twice.
Okay.
So somebody else could try hitting them up.
Are we gonna text that?
In our
Ouch.
follow-up, yeah. Just for now, I've just been trying to make dials, get on the phone with people.
Got it. Yeah, let me I'll reach out to them. Let me look that up. All right, guys. So Andrew, I know you had your hands full towards the end. Kids running in, it's dinner, it's late, kids are going to bed, doing the thing. So good job juggling.
You saw me give it on the
You give him the stiff arm.
I'm gonna give the one in Austin a call.
Okay. So Connecticut looks like it's an apartment building, maybe. BlackRock owns it, the condo community. That's interesting. So one of the leads, I gotta get the apartment or condo. So it's a condo. BlackRock owns it.
George, Bubba Sykes.
I hung up real quick. That was weird. Hold on, I'll try again. So BlackRock owns it. Is that what you're saying?
I gotta go look into it. It's an apartment. So
Yeah,
yeah, that guy put you to voicemail. So Andrew, explaining that guy a second time, a little bit differently, was then he was like, I'd be open to that, but I thought you already told him SubTo.
No, we had went into just taking
George, Bubba
payments.
Sykes.
No,
Yeah.
I touched on just. Is Ashley jumping on?
No, you got a voicemail. Yeah. So, you went taking payments because, people are going to say no to that already because we probably didn't qualify it to see if he has debt.
I
And
didn't
so
ask
people are
about-
going to think,
I didn't ask
I can't
about the debt first, but I thought, man, if someone's not, I would think you'd be more willing to be open to seller finance versus taking over mortgage. I think
no, well, it's qualifying it because you don't know if it's seller finance. But most people think, just like when we tell them, oh, you'll be the bank, it's got to be laid in there a certain way because people
Yeah, for
automatically
sure.
think that I don't have money to give. They don't understand the equity part. So it's all explaining that it's leading the horse to water. So these third-party stories are critical.
Yeah. So what led me down that first was that he was like, he didn't need the money from this house to go build the house he wants in the country. So I inaccurately made the assumption that it was seller finance, so that's why I went right there. I was like, oh, you don't need the money. I was like, just take some payments then.
Yeah. You might be dreaming.
Yeah.
I do what Pace does, you guys. I'm always like, I'm gonna go to bank Mr. Seller, and say their name, kind of like how
Yeah,
Pace
but you
gets
gotta
them
lay it
involved
in
that.
first. You gotta there's a lot of preemptive
Well, yeah,
like,
but
massaging.
Yeah, of course. You got to have a little bit of rapport going and stuff, you know.
And they have to
but-
understand the concept. And then they go, all right, so it's, that's when they're protecting. Typically
Mhm.
it's, you're going to say like, well, you're like a bank's protected, you would be the same protected as a bank. So somewhere in there, maybe let me tell you what you should be concerned about, and then it's leading them, like nipping in the butt.
Love it. Yep.
All right.
Sean's on a call. Sean, unmute yourself.
Let me see. I'll do it here. All right, we'll get Sean to unmute, guys.
Yeah. All right. So, I mean, if you got a good tenant in there and it's cash flowing, why are you thinking about selling?
I'm getting tired of it. Plus, I think I'm not moving.
They go moving. You staying somewhat local, or are you going out of state?
I'm gonna keep that to myself.
Okay. Hey, fair enough. Figured I'd ask.
Here we go.
All right. Cool. So, getting tired of how long you been buying property for?
About 15, 20 years.
Oh, nice. Dang. So, looking to start offloading them, get out of the game.
A little something like that.
I got you. Is this what you do full time?
I'm sorry, say it again.
Is that what you do full time?
Nah,
Okay. What do you do full time?
that's kind of personal.
Okay. Okay. Didn't know if you were a fellow blue collar guy or what.
Okay.
Gotcha. All right. So, I mean, no renovations needed. Tenants in there paying $850. I mean, okay, cool. I mean, sight unseen. What I could do for the property, I could probably do 15. Close in 30 days.
15.
Pay all closing costs.
Nah, 15 ain't gonna do it here, partner.
All right. Well, what do you need to be at?
Yeah, but like 35, 40, easy.
35, 40, easy. Okay.
That's it, easy.
I mean, at that price, why you talking to an investor like me? Why not just go list it with an agent?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about doing here too.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
we're not desperate at all. So not desperate for money, so it don't really matter.
yeah. Hey, fair enough. I mean, yeah, if you're looking
understand.
at getting an
I
offer
understand.
closed super
Uh-huh.
fast, I mean,
There you go.
cash is probably better, but if you're looking to squeeze every dollar out of it, yeah,
Uh-huh.
agents definitely are going to be your way to go.
There you go.
All right, brother. Well, hey, fuck, dude, hang up on me.
Yeah, he was going. I thought he was going to hang up as soon as you gave your price.
Yeah. I
So
was
did
like-
you already go with creative?
Huh?
Did you already ask it? Like, what have the whole other wholesalers been giving you?
No, I didn't even get that far. Dude wasn't giving me shit.
What do you think he does for a living?
He's just being
Male escort? I don't know.
he's just being a red seller, and he's just
Yeah, Ashley, I guarantee you call him back. It's a different conversation.
I will. Which one was it?
That one I just dropped at the bottom of the chat.
So hold on, before you guys do that, you got a red seller. We're not
I'm
gonna
not going to do it right yet, but
so I just want to talk about this because we need to explain, sort of what just happened. And for those who don't know, they're just going to be stonewalled, and that's Sean was trying. I like the blue collar conversation. I like to try that, but you can tell he's just sitting there. He's gotten these calls before, and he's just tell me what I want to hear, or don't waste my time. Looks like he bought it from the redevelopment authority of the city for $6,000. So he bought this thing. It says 1915. Retail might be $100,000, and he wants 30 or 40. 2 bed, 1 bath, 1,000 square foot, 1 unit, single family.
Where are you getting retail? Oh, you're using Deal Sauce?
Yeah. What are you seeing?
Zillow's giving me the only comp is saying 35 grand. That's why I went with 15.
Oh, well, I mean, I think so. Let's go here. It's a 2-1. Damn, I don't even know what this is. Let me
It's
change
like on
that.
the outskirts of Pittsburgh.
Ah, all right. So we got people over there. Let's go comparables. 30, 130, 75. Man, that's all over the place.
Yeah.
So depending on, we don't know what that section of town is.
It
This
doesn't
guy-
look great.
2-1. So hopefully we're gonna next have some pop-up photos so we can see next time what this looks like. This sold February of this year, which is essentially 8 months ago. Let me see. I don't like what they share here. I'll share this other screen. Share screen. Here's a comp. It says, oh, now it's pending 340 days. So unless it was listed then and it could still be pending, or hasn't been pulled off the market officially. But they had it for 140. I was hoping to see some photos. Well maintained. So that means dated but clean.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I think needs to happen is, he needs to get another crack at him. Let me see, stop sharing. He's got to get another crack. And whether it's Ashley, but I think it's going to be, I know my partner just told me that you guys spoke and didn't go well, but let me catch up to speed on like what I do. He's a wholesaler, and actually you can crap on him if you choose to, but I'm the decision maker. I didn't like that. I told him to call you, and next thing you know, like he's off the phone in 15 seconds. So either he did something wrong or he's not giving value, but you can scorch the earth on Shaun. Maybe you can go either way, but I would say is just be like,
I kind of want to do it right now.
Just do it. And then, but I just wanted to say, like,
I did tell him I wasn't a wholesaler. So,
well, you can be the cash buyer, but maybe you just didn't get to offer the other services, and that's your department. But it's like, I just want to let you know that not sure what you have attached to this if you're living in it, but have you ever thought about making an investment? Are you going to get taxed on it? But what about making the most and selling it, creatively? And then just say,
so can you guys just catch me up like a 10-second, like what's his current situation? Did he say what he was looking for? I was on the phone.
Yeah. So he didn't give anything. His current situation is he has a tenant in it paying $850 a month. It's supposedly it's a 3-bed, 1.5 bath, not a 2-1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And that's it. Dude wouldn't give timeline, wouldn't give price.
30, 40, I think he said.
Oh, 30 to 40. Yeah.
So we know his cash price. Are they paying? We got to dive on. Are they paying currently? How are those tenants? They friends of yours mooching off you? You're going to make a red cell. You're going to make him feel like he's in control, but also stroke that ego. See if that works with him. And it's like, what are they? They taking advantage of you?
He didn't say any reason why he wanted to sell.
He said he's been buying property for 15, 20 years.
Oh, yeah. I heard that part. Okay.
It's like,
yeah. Really? And you said, are you just offloading them? Okay. So $800 a month he gets on a single family?
$850.
$850.
He bought this in 17. It says he has potentially 3 properties. Oh, yeah, this might have. It's a 2-family, is it?
It's a 1.
He potentially owns the neighbor. 1225 and 1227. So there's 2 houses next to each other. I'm potentially seeing what he's owned. So he actually might own a neighboring house. The same. It looks like a cookie cutter.
Yeah, they are. I'm looking at the street view right now.
So he might own the 2, but again, we don't have to get into so much like what ifs and prepping for it. A little hood.
Yeah.
All right. Ash, see what he says. Scorch it. I'm like, yeah, obviously you didn't like my friend, my partner or something. What can I do different?
All right. I just got to pull up his information.
All right. So let's, we're definitely a red seller.
How far is it down?
I dropped the address in the.
I do see that, but I'm just trying to find his phone number.
Andrew, Andrew, so that back to Alabama while these guys are doing that, Ashley calls Alabama 100 grand. It doesn't make sense. Sending an email, potential, no offers, but just the concept. I'd send him a title attorney. I don't know if Andrew's can hear.
Yeah, I can hear it. Yeah, no, absolutely. We
I'd
got
send him
one.
the title company.
We've done a deal in Montgomery, so I know I got a good title, good escrow agent.
Yep. And yeah, and just show him the one we recently did. You know, he'll know that, correlate it. So
Yeah, that's actually what I'm going to do. I'm going to send him that exact other deal. Say this is exactly how it works. This is what we did in Montgomery, Alabama.
Screenshot of the title company and their signature.
Yeah.
And that email will be like, and here's the title company. Here's our go-to people. Feel free to call them and ask them about this type of transaction. They'll, all the questions get answered right there with the wife and him and the email and the wife when they're talking, whether it's in bed, at the kitchen table, couch, questions are answered.
Absolutely.
So pretty dope. All right.
Okay.
So,
I'm on it.
Ashley's
Took me
gonna-
forever to find it. Sorry, guys. Kenneth.
Hey, were we supposed to go through an underwriting of a 3-family here?
Oh yeah, we don't have to do it now if we want to keep making dials. We could always stick around after.
Okay. I can't do it afterwards. I'm going to create some stuff for our workshop. We have 2 80 agents. An 80 agent office wants to come to our workshop.
Oh shit.
I don't know how many people out of that are coming. Ashley's calling. So, yeah, they're all local New England, but I think some are going to do the virtual ticket because they can plug in on the weekend when I think they're as far down as New York. So they're not going to drive up, but they see what's coming.
Hello. Did you have to double dial this guy?
Send them your card and be like, I heard my partner insulted you. Just, that's it. Leave it at that.
Okay.
I heard my partner insulted you. Feel free to call me when you want.
I'm going to do it.
That's what you should do. Or because what Shaun would do is like, sorry if I offended you, or when you get a seller that's ghosting you, not calling you back and ghosting you, you just go, I'm so sorry. So I don't make the same mistake again. Can you tell me what I did wrong? Works 100%, 70% of the time, every time.
Everybody's got to know that reference.
Bro, I've been using references and I'm just dating myself further and further
Dude,
into the crypt.
I don't care how old that movie is. That movie will always be top tier.
Yo, I'm going to, I know you just brought it up. I'm going to jump from another meeting regarding that workshop quickly.
Okay.
If we give it a little shout out for, I know you were just talking about maybe 80.
You don't have a discount code for anybody, do you? Well, we
have early bird pricing going on right now.
Okay,
I think we're going to possibly have a meeting for iSpeedToLead to get them a discount. Possibly right now it's early bird pricing. So there's a discount for everybody.
Yeah.
We're working on putting something together for iSpeedToLead. However, I'll say this, if anybody's watching and wants to come, if you email team@realestatejustin.com, I'll take the email personally and we will, just reference that you are coming from iSpeed and I'll take care of you. So
I would put that, you got to put that in the side chat and I'm going to put the other
absolutely.
link, put the email that you want people to reach out to you on. And it's good just to have an email for people to reach out to you anyways, if they get stuck on a deal or something. It's just a good place to funnel that in. And then what I'll do is, and I cannot find it, all right, here, I got it. So we have, and then we'll do this one. We're going to get a discount code. There is an offer out there right now. Andrew, I'm going to put this up. You're going to dip out for the rest of the night?
Yeah,
because we're almost going to be done.
I wouldn't do that.
Oh no, that's the wrong one. Well, I don't know why
Yeah.
I'm duffing on my I'm duffing on my links tonight. This isn't the one.
Go to. I put it in the chat.
You
I
know
put
what it
in-
is? It's wrong on my end. Shelly has it as the website, and then the link is not the right one.
Yeah, I put it in the YouTube chat. If you just highlight that.
Yeah, bro. You don't see it on my end. It's not in the main chat.
It's on your YouTube channel.
Nope. You got to put it in our chat here. Yeah. So, Andrew, I'm going to do for those agents that want to go, and because of what's coming and the slowdown, we're seeing a slowdown. We accepted an offer, I think, on our New Hampshire flip.
Oh, nice.
I think I heard that today.
Nice.
So yeah, but yeah, it's definitely seeing the election, people pausing, slowing down a little bit. All right.
So
It's
if I
inside
write
track.
something in Real Estate Justin YouTube page, you don't you're not seeing that?
It's not, you don't see it on the main screen, right?
No.
Nope. No, remember Ashley was having the same problem. It's probably a delay. So it might be a delay. I'm guessing.
Hey, Justin, I need your expertise.
What do you got?
So I'm working this lead. And so it's I believe a 3-unit and a farmhouse. He's open to creative. We're going to do a seller finance. I pitched seller finance. I actually have the whole thing written out close by if you want me to tell you. But anyways, I pitched SubTo and he said he couldn't do it. He'd be open to it, but he can't do it because he has a blanket mortgage with other properties underneath, meaning portfolio involved. So maybe Andrew too, like, is this kind of what you were dealing with, like where they had is that how a portfolio works? Where it's just all under one mortgage? Like, how does that work?
You can have
So
you can have you can have one like almost like an umbrella. Think of it as an umbrella. Ever heard of an umbrella insurance policy?
Yes, I have.
So it covers everything into your umbrella. Think of it the same
Gotcha.
way. You can have
Okay.
mortgages that way. We did a 5-deal portfolio. They had all one loan under with all the deeds on there. And then what we did is we had to break them all up so we can part them out, sell them off, but they were all under one. So yeah,
How can you do
it's a
SubTo
portfolio
on one?
loan. What's that?
How can you do SubTo on one?
You can easily take over the loan.
Really?
payments. Why not? Well, does he want to sell all the same? Does the, are we getting like for like? Are we taking 5 oranges and receiving 5 oranges, or we're gonna get 3 oranges and he's gonna keep 2?
Right.
Well, we would have to just figure out the who owns the loans and what's that debt structure look like.
But it's doable.
Anything's doable. No is not in my repertoire.
Okay, because when I pitched that to him, he said, yeah, he's like, I can't have you take over my mortgage because it's a blanket mortgage. I have several properties underneath it. And he goes, where I would just add you to my mortgage and you could just make the payments, So he's old school. He may not understand SubTo, or know that it would work, but how could I pitch it to him that it would work?
Third-party stories. It's people don't know SubTo. People don't know subject to. So we don't ever want to use those references, in my opinion. It's really, you got to correlate third-party stories. So it's really just like, hey, Tom. So, all right, you have these 3 houses under one, we'll say one mortgage. So what we can do, like, what does the debt look like? So we would look at the debt structure, and then maybe what we can do is branch one off potentially. And now it's free and clear. We can, say, we can give them, maybe some cash that will free up one of the houses. So we just need to look at the debt. And then from there is we can maybe peel one of those off. We can pay something down, or we got to figure out what he wants to keep from that.
Okay. Perfect.
We just need to know, he's got to share with us. We need all the pieces of the pie. All the pieces of the pie is, what's the debt look like? So what is that mortgage? Is it 1 loan? Is it 2? Is it a portfolio loan? Okay. How is it broken up per property? Because you can also do something where you just peel off pay a portion of it off. get a DSCR, straight up DSCR if it makes sense.
That's what he was talking about. He's like, I'm going to contact the bank and see what I can work in and see if there's anything I can finagle.
The bank's not going to go so creative. They're going to say, yeah, well, pay off this one and you'll pay off a fraction of the debt, or I don't know. Cause typically when you're going to lend on something, you're lending on all of the assets, right? So it's, if we start to go, hey, I'm buying the car, but Ashley's going to take the wheels and she's going to go put them on her car. And then what? I have to go buy all new wheels and put them back on. So now the bank won't know. So you can't technically remove things off that loan. We can take it over, but maybe there's a way if he wants to keep one. So do you know what he wants to keep?
So I didn't quite understand the blanket part. And I was talking to Shaun after. I'm like, he said he couldn't do a SubTo, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, he goes, well, if it's a portfolio, pitch, like, do a bundle deal. So I did message the guy and asked if he wanted to sell more as a bundle deal. I don't know what it looks like. I'll have more info tomorrow. So I may just shoot you a text if I have any questions.
Fall on the sword. And I think it's okay to fall on the sword, and explain to people here too, is like falling on the sword is okay, where you go, so I'm in the single family game. That's my bread. That's where I cut my teeth, in the single family homes. Let me bring my partner in, and one of my partners who that's what they're in the multifamily space, or they're in the portfolio space. It's okay. And people would appreciate that and say, but in the meantime, just a couple quick questions so I'll approach him and make sure, then we'll just kind of go from there. Maybe we'll come to the party with some ammunition for you. And then I think that would be good. I'd say, like, I don't want to waste your time, and I want to make sure that you get, some value from the conversation that we have. So if we come with our homework, and we'll say, can I get a little homework from you? We'll come back and do our homework after the answers. And that's it. You're straight up just falling on the sword, but also just going like, I'm the single family chick.
I fall on the sword all the time. People love it. I think that's why I get great rapport.
When we start to, especially like portfolio, I feel like up.
Yeah.
You know what we're talking about, then they'll just hit you and then they'll be like, you're not experienced. I'm not dealing with you.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
Absolutely. I love that.
Love it. Thank you so much.
Where was it?
New Hampshire, Bradford.
Damn. Oh, all right. I heard about that. I think that was one.
Yeah. It's like a multi-family in the back. It used to be a dentist, and then a farmhouse in the front.
Bradford is like kind of middle of nowhere ish.
Like a little bit away from Concord, right?
It is. Yeah. I looked at 100 acres there a couple years back, but yeah.
Oh my God. You know what we have not done?
What?
Remember that lead on the island thingy in
yes.
like that peninsula? I still have that. We should totally like try to call that sometime.
Well, oh man, it's so many things. It'd be like, that would be a great seller appointment. Or when Pace comes into town, having that guy on the phone, but he likes you. We'll talk about that later. We'll have to do a team meeting afterwards.
That would be awesome, because that's a really nice piece of property.
Yeah. And if anything, it's going down. What up, Chris? Chris is on the East Coast now.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah. Chris is going to be in Boston coming to the meetups.
Nice.
So yeah, Ash, I think that's awesome. Let's have that conversation. And plus it's in our favor potentially with, values are kind of not as strong as it once was.
Right.
Yeah, guys, she's talking about a property on its own peninsula. Essentially it's just, this guy owns like the whole peninsula, all lake water around it. Pretty dope.
I had to stop talking to the guy though, because it was like,
let's get to Shaun here. We've been great with these back-to-back calls tonight.
Yeah.
We've been catching some time.
John, unmute. Yes.
They're moving here by the droves because they hate California.
Yeah, they hate Californians, so they move out.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, realistically, based on depending on where you want to move, like I know we said North Dakota, very big difference between like Oregon and Idaho. What do you think you need to get in order for this property in order to walk away with everything that you need?
Well, I know that there's a house that I love to have, and it's going to be 150.
It's going to be 150. Okay. Okay. We might be able to do. And what did you say you owed on the mortgage?
112.
112. Okay. Okay. 112. Sorry, I'm just taking note of that. All right. So if you owe 112 and you need 150, so that means you need to get 262 in order to make this work.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Would you be able to send me some pictures of the property? Just because I know with that previous offer, again, that was sight unseen because we haven't seen anything there.
Right.
But yeah, I might be able to get my underwriter to come up if he can get a handle on,
Right. Exactly what he's buying.
yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah.
I'll do my best. Yeah, I'll do my best. You might not see him for a week because things are kind of wild and crazy here at the moment. But
Why are things going wild and crazy?
oh, it's just life. My significant Jonathan has seizure disorder, and so he has about every 10 days of things, and it takes about 3 or 4 days before life gets back to normal. So we have about a week where we can get things done.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. So I mean, I'll talk to my underwriter. I mean, I think it would be super helpful. I know you said your heart's set on that other house, but if we get some different, price ranges of properties, I can try and go in there and really push them hard to come up on that. And we might be able to work something a bit unconventional too, just depending on what options we have in front of us, right? Because like the thing is like when you go in and you do the renovations that you're talking about, I just want to make sure that if you do the renovations, it's going to be a good bang for your buck. Because the thing that I see all the time, we had this one there's one seller we were talking to trying to help him out, and he was kind of in a similar situation where he wanted to repaint, he wanted to do the carpets over, and he wanted to like paint the exterior of the house and all that stuff. And by the time it was all said and done, and he ended up listing it on the market. He didn't even end up going with us. By the time it was all said and done, he ended up pretty much selling for right around the same number that we were offering him. But he thought like all those renovations were going to be like worth it. But unless you're realistically going in and like doing a kitchen, your bathrooms, you're ripping up all the flooring, doing new flooring, making the house like really kind of like I mean, you're a house designer, you know what I'm talking about. Unless you're really making it like HGTV level, a lot of the times those renovations aren't going to get you a big dollar figure amount. They're more so for like personal preference. So that's just my concern is I don't want you to have to go in and dump a whole bunch of money into this property when it might not net you a lot on the back end.
I've already got my flooring. It's just a matter of getting it in.
Yeah.
I've already got paint, and it's just a matter of getting it done. Just health issues that seem to put things behind the 8 ball.
Yeah. And are you guys planning on doing that yourself and just chipping away at it slowly?
Yeah, well, that's the plan at the moment.
Okay. So realistically, like you're probably thinking that if you guys are just going to chip away at it slowly, what are you thinking? Like maybe like end of the year is when you have it all finished up?
I think we're probably not going to make it much earlier than.
Yeah, so probably not much earlier than the end of the year.
November is almost.
I know it's coming up on us fast. We're going to be at Christmas time here soon.
I know, exactly.
Insane. But I know we talked about the dogs and how you don't want to have to deal with the neighbor and everything like that, and how she's just giving you.
I'd like to be out of here as soon as possible. So we're just.
Well, then what is I mean, would it be the worst thing in the world if you had to put a large down payment on, like, let's say like you sold this house as is cash and you were able to put a really large down payment on your next place, and that way if you did end up having to finance, your monthly payment would be super super small. Would that be the end of the world if it got you out of there quicker and you had to stop dealing with the neighbor?
I mean, I'm social security, and there is some limitations in my finances, and I really kind of prefer not to have a house payment.
Okay.
If that's a possibility, yeah.
Gotcha. So
That's fine.
okay, so you're pretty much on like a fixed income, so you want to stay within that threshold where you still feel comfortable.
But I'd like to. I mean, my goal has been for a long time just to not be in a lot of debt.
Yeah. Are you still working on bringing groceries in?
Pardon?
I said, are you still working on bringing in groceries?
Yeah.
You're doing a fantastic job at multitasking. Well, let Jenna, let's do this. I got those kind of areas that you're looking for. I know you said Idaho. I know we've talked about North Dakota. Like, what are you looking for specifically in there? Like, like kind of square footage, bed, bath count, that type of stuff. Because maybe we can find you something that's, within your price range, and it could make sense for you that you could buy outright.
Yeah, well, we're looking for at least a half-acre lot. An acre or acreage will allow us to do
All right, so I got a half-acre lot as a minimum, and then what are you thinking for beds and baths? You're talking like a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, a 3-bedroom, 1-bath. Jana, I can't hear you. All I'm hearing is the groceries moving around. Say that again.
Okay.
I didn't hear you. Could you say that one more time? Just give you a call back tomorrow. All right, yeah, I can do that. I can tell you're in the middle of something. I can give you a shout back tomorrow, Jenna.
That's perfect. Thank you.
All right, no problem. Talk soon. Bye. Jesus Christ. Dude, the groceries.
She tried.
She
I'll give her
did-
that.
She did try.
Right. So, catch me up to speed. We missed some of that. We were yapping, and I was yapping more important. Not.
Yeah. So that's a former. That was one of the leads we had from a couple weeks ago that I had hit up. It's been multiple conversations with her. There's
So
a lot of
iSpeed. Sorry, that was an iSpeed lead.
Yeah, it was an iSpeed lead. So yeah, there's a lot of pain there. There's like, long story short, those houses are literally smashed together, like they share a wall.
Yeah.
So she has like 3 dogs or so, and quote unquote deranged neighbor, and like every like month or two, the neighbor like calls the cops on the dogs.
Yo, they're all deranged. This is her.
Yeah.
This is them, I should say.
Yeah.
So, they both should be selling to us, but hold on. I just for perspective for people, look at this guy, and then you got to deal with this guy. And then, but this is what it should look like. This was a nice breath of fresh air. This is what it
Yeah.
could look like. A respectable entry point. But okay, keep carrying on. Thank you.
Yeah, no, so and she just gets like fined all the time from the cops, like from the dogs on like noise complaints and shit, I guess. But yeah, she has a lot of pain there. She's had other people make her offers that were, that she didn't accept. Now she's kind of kicking herself for those. So I went super, super low. There's actually a really good comp. I would have to go back and find it because I didn't take down the address. But there's like fully done up, fully turned. There's a comp for 347.
Okay.
And I offered her 202. Which was definitely way lower than everything else. So I got her to say her first no, which I'm happy about. Found out she owes, or she has about 112 on the mortgage.
Yeah, 112 and she wants 150. I heard that.
Yeah, she wants to walk
In her
away with
pocket.
150. And I really don't think that, based on what she said, it just sounds like she has a lot of clutter in there. Doesn't sound like she needs to do too much. The boyfriend, I guess, he was like that first filter who I talked to originally. He was thinking that like if he did all the work himself, that he could probably get that place like fixed up for like 20 grand.
It reminded me of the California one. But okay,
Yeah.
keep going.
Yeah, so I'm like, all right, 20 grand if you're doing it yourself. What are you paying somebody to do that for? Like 35, maybe 30. I don't know. But yeah, she needs 262. I mean, maybe if there's a play at like,
So there's 100,000. There's 100,000, give or take. It's at open on the bone.
roughly. Yeah.
What is it? 350 is comp. So less than $100,000. And she
Yeah.
wants to pay no agent fees, pay no closing costs. She wants the 100,000 or 150 in her pocket.
Yeah, and so I think realistically, and I've kind of been building a really great relationship with her. Like my last call with her was like for 50 minutes. She's the type of person that's like not gonna go out and search for herself. She's just kind of a tire kicker. But like she has this like wide range of states that she's willing to live in. So I think I'm gonna just go on Zillow in some certain areas and just start sending her some properties that are like priced way under what she thinks she needs to spend, so I could start curtailing her expectations. Because like she has a super broad buy box too. She's like, I just want like an acre of land, but it doesn't have to be like, it can be in the middle of nowhere. So I'm like, okay, so that automatically drops how much money you think. Yo, you got a SubTo in Idaho?
So this is is this in Idaho or Ohio? No, this is Idaho.
This
right?
is in Oregon.
Oh, Oregon. That's right. Oregon. Yeah. So, dude, I mean, at the end of the day, she's kind of still living in this pipe dream.
Yeah.
And what's it look like now for, what if she just take the cash and split? What if she just takes the 100 grand and they just take the dogs, get an RV, or can they go find an opportunity to live somewhere off like where no one can bother them?
Yeah, and that's kind of what I'm steering her towards. Is I know the boyfriend said they have like some sort of, I don't know if it was like an RV, but they have some sort of like camper, I guess.
Maybe the next door neighbor does.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, no, I think we're kind of like slowly walking her down. Like she's gonna start eliminating options for herself. She already has.
What's the timeline for her, or what do you think? Is there an expiration date that where if she doesn't make a move, like where's the bottom line, or the bottom of the
bottom line is going to be the end of the year. So that she contradicts herself, right? Where she says she wants to sell as soon as possible, but is willing to wait till the end of the year.
Has anyone given her terms?
No. So I wanted her to reject the cash offer so that we could follow, because I have a call with her tomorrow. So I'm going to go in and pitch terms to her.
Hey, Chris, is what do you call it? Is Eagle Point, Oregon? Is that a hot market? What do you think, bro? What do you think? Is Oregon was hot for a while. Or Idaho was maybe.
I just had a good call, you guys.
How was that? What's up?
It was with Edward from St. Louis. So he has a house right out like 10 minutes from St. Louis, like the St. Louis city, like right in the busy part of
St. Louis.
city.
Yep.
But anyways, yeah, so he got gifted this house. It's completely paid off. Vacant, all those things we love to hear.
Yep.
I think he's so open for whatever. It's like a lot to take in. He's like, oh my gosh, I can sell it and get this cash and then maybe buy a new place. And because he's like got Airbnb in his mind, but I think it's just a lot. He just got gifted it, he's got a lot of choices here. So, I told him I wouldn't be able to have as high of a cash offer as he was getting. He said he was getting between 35 and 40,000 offer. I said I'd be more in the 25 range, and that might even be too high. But he said, okay, but I always leverage our community. I always say, I hate to brag, but I am part of one of the biggest and best communities ever. So I have a lot of connections. So when you're ready to purchase an Airbnb, I could absolutely connect you with someone. Also put it out there if he decides not to go with my offer that I can still connect him. I'm not going to not work with him just because he didn't accept my offer. He took my business card down, and he's going to probably call me tomorrow. He's like, really, he loved me. He was awesome. He was a really good guy.
So is the property in what's the condition it looks like?
So he said it's vacant. It's livable. It just has not been updated. He goes, I know it needs updating. But he's like, it's absolutely livable. Like somebody could live there right now.
Yeah. So it's grandma's house. I call it grandma's house.
Yep.
So
100%.
grandma's house was, clean. They could be, we see them sometimes. They're still like in the 80s and 90s where they have the orange countertops, Formica and all that oak.
That dark wood wall.
Yeah. Well, paneling and all that. Definitely.
Yeah.
So cool. Yeah. I mean, and in St. Louis, I have a friend in the community, and he's a dentist, and he wants to buy deals out there. So there's always someone we have that's looking for something, whether it's the right fit. But yeah, the other thing is, Ash, I would say is sometimes with family transfers, the other thing to know about those, just a little side note, is if he inherited the property, there could be the difference between where it was valued at when he inherited it.
It was gifted. The person's still alive.
Interesting. Okay. All right. A little bit different then. There's still maybe a tax on the gift because they've done certain places have done away with gifts, but then maybe he's clear.
Okay.
All right. Because I was gonna tell you for food for thought is inheritance means where you got it when you took possession. When the person died, what was the value of the house? And then when you gained it or sold it, what is the value then? That difference, that delta is what you'll be taxed on, not the whole amount.
You should put it in a trust, correct?
Doesn't really matter. Yeah, they could put in the trust and then name you in there, and I'm sure there's backdoor approach. I'm not an attorney, so I have no idea. But just for food for thought, typically when we have those, because they will pay some sort of inheritance tax. So that's why, again, creative sort of helps with that.
Okay, perfect.
Potentially.
I'm really happy you told me that because I did not know that, and that's good to add into my pitch.
It's just a little thing. What you're doing is stimulating them too. It's most likely we don't know the situation, we're wrong, but the more you can ask a question of probe and kind of plant the seeds of taxes and liabilities, that's really it. It's like, are you thinking about all the liabilities that come from this? Just like when people go, oh, I owe someone one tonight was saying they owed, what was it? A significant amount of money on the arrears.
Oh yeah.
That one.
60 to 100K.
Bro, it's probably 110, 115.
Didn't he say 300? I thought he said 300.
Yeah, and he's dreaming too. But yeah, we've gotten some retro. Yeah, we've gotten some weird ones where we've reinstated, and then next thing you know, they slap another fee on it. So we gotta be careful with those. Anyway,
that's crazy.
All right, what are we doing? Are we wrap up? Are we done? Do we blow through those?
Yeah, I think I hit all that last one.
Yeah, I think I just called. Yeah,
so I think we blew through them all.
Yeah. So yeah, I think at the end of the day, that was really good. It was calls going on. I'm searching, doing the thing. So we were busy, side chat, super great. I like that motivation, and at least people were calling, picking up. There was some numbers that were talked about. There's some follow-ups that need to be had. Again, things could have happened if you want to pay whatever they're asking, but that's not how we operate.
Yeah.
So I like the action. You guys were all hammering away.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
We
that
don't
was
buy
awesome.
houses, we buy deals.
That's right. Yeah.
Yep.
So, all right. I think at the end of the day, guys, are you going to be around on Wednesday? I might not be here Wednesday, but I'm going to make sure if you guys are plugging in, it's consistent. You guys take the credentials, log in.
Yuri can sit in your seat on Wednesday.
You should bring Gene in too.
Or Gene, yeah. Absolutely.
You
Or
want me and Ashley to control a live stream?
well, no, you know what you should do? You should bring a
That
guest.
actually might be funny.
Get a different guest in, like let's collaborate. Let's think about it. Maybe we'll just
We'll think about something.
Yeah,
So,
we should.
Yeah, everyone tune in next Wednesday because it may be interesting.
And go with like an oddball choice or like someone we've never heard from.
Let's do it.
You know, that maybe has a different style or a different different
What if you just bring
Like your brother.
No, that dude should not talk to sellers.
I was gonna say if you were talking to me and or Shaun, both brothers, nope.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
We'll have to brainstorm. Maybe we can get the community involved somehow.
Yeah.
Or I was
if
gonna
somebody
say
watching.
bring the team, bring Brandon on.
Yeah.
bring a
CJ, there's a personality.
Oh yeah, let's CJ rip. That's what you should do.
We'll bring
Yeah.
CJ and Brandon on.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Heck yeah, let's have a party.
And then Andrew if Andrew's here, he can be the guy behind the keyboard controlling everything. And we'll just let it rip for an hour or two.
Yeah, next Wednesday is gonna be, I think, the 30th. We have
That's
we're gearing up
Yeah.
Owners Club. We have our big meetup coming up. So guys, you know, we're all New England based, some of us, but we're doing deals across the country, North Carolina, Florida, we're everywhere. But we have Pace Morby coming into the town, Jamil Damji, Jerry Norton, and we're hosting them in a few different events. They come into some of my properties, some of my houses, and we're also in town for a mastermind. So November 1st, free meetup, Boston. It's called Urban Wild. And then
The place is wild.
It really is dope. It's a really cool spot.
Yeah.
So free meetup November 1st, and then November 4th up in the castle that Ashley I bought from you guys. I bought a deal from you guys. Yeah. It's going to be a mini hotel. That's in Maine, the state of Maine. So it's actually the first time Pace has been in Maine. Pace's wife Laura lives 20 minutes. Her sister lives 20 minutes from that. And
oh wow.
Yeah. So it's going to be like Maine for the first time. Pretty dope. And what else? Oh, then we have our workshop, New England workshop, November 16th and 17th. So guys, there's a ton of Rhode Island, Connecticut. There's meetups in Central Park. Follow freaking social media. Follow us. We're just always trying to stay active here. So I put the side chat, put the website in for the 2-day event. Email Andrew here. Email Andrew, tell him that you want to go and get a discount. Chris Geddes is going to be there. We know that. And there's a virtual ticket too for people who want to learn creative finance, especially the iSpeedToLead, some of their customers and some of their friends and their homies. They might just be doing cash only, guys. That's what this is for. Come get in a room that's freaking dope. And we're going to give iSpeedToLead their own code that's like only for them. And it's going to be a good discount. It's going to be really good. Guys,
I'm dropping my link in the comments, you guys.
Here.
We also JV with people, you guys. So just feel free to reach out.
Yes.
Here we go.
And
I learned how to type in this.
And yeah, guys, if you hit something up, even if you told Angie you need help, you're going to get Ashley, you're going to get Shaun, you're going to get me, you're going to have everybody involved. So make no fear. One way or another, we can get a hold of us. But guys, you said enough. Have we said enough?
I think so.
Yeah.
Good job.
I'm not sure. Wait, Justin, is there a way to post a link through our comments?
Do you
Because
have? Can you just go right on the main screen of comments and just type it right in?
That's what I did, and it won't go through like the here.
Sure.
I don't know if I can give it to you in the private chat, and maybe you can type it.
Hit me on the side of the private chat.
There you go. It's right there for you.
Got it.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
So here you go, everybody. Ashley's blink. Don't blink. You're going to miss it. Dad joke.
Thank
Freaking
you.
dad jokes.
All right, cool. Let's let me know about that three family underwriting. Shaun,
Yeah.
anything else?
Nah, I'm good.
All
I
right,
think we've had enough.
let's do some deals. Guys, go vote because it's going to mean we're either going to buy groceries or we're going to war. So, and then our real estate, we're going to see how that goes. So we've seen a little panic pause right now, maybe in the marketplace.
Yeah,
Been hearing. We're selling some deals. We're doing some banking. We're doing some things. Everyone's talking about it. So keep hitting it up. Oh, someone made a comment. I don't think we'd addressed it in Florida. Are we doing Florida? The question is, Florida for me personally is on pause. I think there's an exodus on Florida. I think the insurance industry, I own in Florida. We have houses in Florida. I'm going to go there maybe for the new year, but I'm chilling for now, because I think we're going to buy some discounted properties very soon down there.
Stock up on your ammo. Buy your guns. Buy your plate carriers. World War III potentially soon.
Go eat. All right. We're going political. Ending stream now. Peace out, guys. See you.
So,
All right, bye, guys.